Coming up on Crossfire Collectibles, we have the Boris Ping Toys AK-18 pre-assembly kits for 1/18 scale action figures. This is figure number 2, and this is Blue. Stick around. What's up, and welcome to Crossfire Collectibles. Today's video, we're going to be unpacking and reviewing our second figure in the Boris Ping Toys 1/18 scale action figure line. This is Blue from the AK-18 pre-assembly kits. So, like the first one, this is pretty much the same almost. A lot of the same features. I'm pretty sure, you know, it's the same body molds that they used. Quite a few of the same accessories. Different hair. Clothing is different painted, you know, so you got some it looks like a shoulder strap up in there. But anyways, let's just get to it and go over the packaging. So on a card for, you know, just like 1/18 scale figures, pretty awesome. You have your little instruction sheet in there that tells you, you know, do not force bend or anything like that. Heat them up, which is pretty cool. It's in 2 languages, English and I think it's Chinese. You got 3 extra sets of hands along with the gripped hands on the figure that have the fingerless gloves. You got 2 different hairstyles, same knife as the brown figure, as well as the flashlight, and a typewriter again, which is kind of weird. You also have another drop leg holster here. You have a different pistol. This is more of a semi-automatic look. You have a shoulder strap here with a holster on there, as well as some, looks like little pouches for magazines. And this figure, like, again, you see the background with the blood splatter, you know, the DNA reminds me of Resident Evil, and this outfit kind of resembles Jill. But flip to the back, again, you have a little intro right here, and then showing 6 different figures, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 with a question mark. So maybe just, you know, customize and make your own. Like before, you're just going to slice these 2 little pieces of tape and slide that card out, and then we'll go over the figure. So let's get to it, but first, please subscribe to the channel. All right, man, so the first figure was pretty fun, so I'm kind of excited to go over the second one. Gonna take our little blade and slice them pieces of tape. Love that. Pull the card on out, no damage. Awesome. There's the instruction sheet. If you didn't see the first video, I'll pop it open for you. You know, it just says, don't force the movement, you know. You don't want any breakage, so just warm them up. You know, blow dryer or hot water. And then there's your other language. Get that out of here. And then we'll go ahead and remove the bubble. And check out the figure in her plastic dungeon. So, pretty neat. That hairstyle doesn't look right on that. Hopefully it's just the packaging, the way it was packed, and it'll actually go down more. But let's go over the accessories. So again, we get a typewriter with this figure. Again, that's what I'm saying. This is Resident Evil stuff right here, man. Save your progress. Pretty cool. You have this shoulder harness here. So if you look down at these 2, I guess, mag pouches, you know, they actually almost look like they open, but they don't, but you can definitely see through them. And this side, you have a spot for a pistol. However, there's no opening, so that kind of sucks. I would like to put, you know, the pistol in that so she can carry it, you know, under her arm, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Bummer. Oh well, we'll still try it on her and see how it looks. Got some tape here you got to get off. And here it is, just like the last one. You know, you have a green handle, and you have the metallic silver for the blade. This blade looks a little more sloppier than the other, but they do have some detail in there. All right, the drop leg holster fell out, so we'll just go ahead and go over that. As you can see, it's got 2 straps to go on the right thigh. There's your holster right here, and an opening to put the pistol in. And she also has this flashlight. So also, just like the last one, all black, has that kind of ring around the back of it. There's a small button up towards the top and some silver paint for the light itself. Now we have our pistol. Like I said, it's like a semi-automatic. So you have this silver on the slide up top, and the rest of it down at the grip is black. Looks like a little bit of paint chipping, but oh well. Yeah, there we go. We'll go over the hairstyles. So this figure also has a short hairstyle, which this is more of a kind of banged part. So we're actually going to see how that looks on her too. But looks pretty good. Like we did with the first figure, we're going to pop her out first and go over these hands. So this figure has some like some fingerless gloves on, and I don't think they match too well, so we're going to take them off and put something else on. But same exact hands as the first figure we went over. You have a pair of fist hands, and for this review I should go ahead and show one off. So you can see it's a closed fist. There is no hinge at the wrist, but you do have that peg that you will just slide into the place of the other hand. No glove on, just simple fist. So there we go with that. And like the first figure, this one also has a pair of middle finger hands, which I just think is awesome. Too damn cool. It's so funny. Let's slice around that and get one out for you. So this will be a right hand. You see the fingers are crossed, thumb holding them down, so the middle finger is sticking straight up. It's hilarious. Pretty awesome too. I like it. This figure actually might get the middle fingers. I did take them off of the other one. And finally, you have this pair of, I guess, peace signs, you know. You could be saying peace, but I think it's more anime-oriented. You have a lot of them girls, you know, doing their little anime poses and pictures, you know, trying to be cute. It's pretty funny. And we'll try one on her, too, to see how it looks. So that's going to be it for the hands. Now we'll go over the figure. So as you can see, there we go. The hair does come down more, so that's what I was hoping for, because it was sitting up like this, and I was like, God, she looks like she got a gigantic forehead. But this hairstyle, you know, you got the pigtails. This, oh, the pigtails actually move. Okay. So they have a little joint there to be able to move them around. So that's pretty cool. We'll go ahead and pop that off. Ooh, nice paint bleed on the head. That's okay, it's going to be covered up anyway. We'll give you a close-up of the face. It's pretty good detail. Again, the head's on a ball joint, so I can do full 360. Move down, up, side, side. Now, we should have some good range of mobility with these shoulders. So the arm can come up that far. It can rotate a full 360. There is bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows, and again, be careful with these, don't force them. And I'm putting a little bit of pressure, not too much, but we got one joint and two joints. So there's your double jointed elbows. And come on down to the wrist, and you only have a rotation in them. And then for the grip hand, we'll go ahead and take that off, because like I said, I think we're going to just use some gestures. For this, I'll go ahead and prop this middle finger in, and see what we got with that. It'd be funny if one of them had a cigarette or something, you know. So first, I'm going to go ahead and try the second hairstyle to see how it looks. And there we go. So, how I mentioned, you know, like Resident Evil, that is definitely a Jill hairstyle. So, I think I may go with this one for this figure. That looks pretty good. Alright, coming down, so I can actually mess with the waist on this one. So, she's got this half shirt here. It is attached to the body. She does have that mid-range torso articulation, so she can move back and forward with that little bit of ab crunch. It's got some side to side and some swivel. Can't do anything with the waist yet, and she does have this type of mini skirt on that I believe we can try to pull off. It does seem very flexible, so I want to go over the leg articulation because we couldn't with the last one. Them shorts were just way too tight and wouldn't allow it. Okay, there we go. So very tight. So there is no waist movement, but you can see the full legs now. So there we go. Try to put the leg up. So it looks like the legs can go up that far. They can go back pretty far too, like that, but you have that nice joint opening right there. Put them out to the side. That's nice. And the leg popped off. But there's your ball joint. Plug that back in. Check out the knees. They're also double jointed. See if we can get that top one to bend slightly. I'm not going to force it. And then there's your second bend, so they will. And then you come down to the ankle, and there is a peg that actually goes in the foot, just like the Vitruvian hacks. So you can put it down in it. Actually, the leg came off again. So there's two holes in there. You know, one you can go straight down like that. So you can give the figure probably a little more height, or you can bend it and stick it into the front to make her a bit shorter. Just like that. So while we have the leg, we're just going to go ahead and take this drop leg holster and slide it on. We did this with the first one, but we didn't force it up high enough and it slid down. So we'll just kind of jam that up there a bit. And just like that. We're going to bring out our pistol and see how this one fits. And that fits in there a lot better than the first figure with the revolver. So that's pretty cool. Get her leg popped back into place like that. There's a nice double snap, so that's a good sign. And then I think we're gonna put the skirt back on. So actually we're gonna take this holster back off and I'm gonna get that skirt back on. All right, so we got her skirt back on and we put the holster up on there. Now we're gonna go ahead and swap out the left hand with another hand. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and try this little peace sign. See how that looks on the left hand. So we'll take the arm and plug that hand on in there. That one went in nicely, nice as snap. See if these elbows are going to bend. Yes. You know, maybe do something like this. Yeah, that's a definite pose. Or you could ever doing a two-way, you know. Yep. All right. So for this figure's pose, we're going to go ahead and plug a fist on. I'm going to mix these up. So she's got that, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of put her hand like that on her hip. Try to have her looking cute. You know. There we go. As for the rest of the accessories, I guess we can try to throw that shoulder holster on. See how that'll look. That's kind of sucks that you can't fit the pistol into that holster, because I think that would be a nice touch, but it's all right. So we got something like that. It's quite loose, and I don't like the feel of it. It's just a bit way too loose, but I do like the pose, and I think that's how we're going to display her for now. So we need to go ahead and get a small Joe stand. I used one of these for the last one. So now we're just going to have to kind of pry these pegs into the bottom of her feet. And her second one in there. Let's see how we're going to pose her, kind of something like that. She just got a little step back. Get you a nice shot. So I think that works. I think it looks pretty good. Lots of posability on them. I think they're really great. Like the last video, we did some comparisons just to show you guys what we did. We brought out a Zanya from G.I. Joe. we had a Vitruvian Hacks boss fight, custom made out of a few elves, and we have a Zombie Lab patron. So they all scale really well together and they look great. And then finally, we'll go ahead and compare her with Brown. So maybe they're two sisters. One thing I've noticed is that the hair color is all the same. I would prefer, you know, some different colors in there, but, you know, it's nothing we can't fix. May go in and customize them. Probably go with black on one of them, maybe a brown on the other. But we'll see how it goes. But anyways, there she is with Brown. As you can see, they look pretty good together. We'll get her back out of here. And now we're going to go ahead and throw Blue up onto the turntable and give you some final thoughts. Be sure to check out our previous videos. A link will always be pinned in the comments. Alright, so here you have it. The Boris Ping Toys AK-18 pre-assembly kits for 1/18 scale action figures. And this is figure Blue. Very cool. By far, well, so far, out of just two figures, I like her the best so far. I think that the hands that I swapped out with them look pretty great. You know, putting up the little peace sign, little anime, you know, I'm cute type look. I don't exactly know what it stands for. I just know a lot of anime girls do it. But I think that fits in perfect. I like her little lean back. You know, she's got her right hand on her hip. She's definitely got that Jill Valentine look going on. The two style hairs. You know, I put the shorter one on there, but you also have the pigtails. It's pretty neat that the pigtails actually have some little joints up there at the ends, so they can, you know, move around and everything. Almost the same accessories as the first figure. You know, you have the same knife, the same flashlight, same typewriter, all the same hands, two different style hairs. She does have that shoulder holster and a different pistol. Looks pretty good. Overall, I think the figure is great. It's a little sloppy around the elbows, and I don't want to mess with them too much, so we don't want to break anything. We were able to get that skirt off and mess with some leg articulation. I think they moved pretty good. That ball joint in there was a bit loose, but there actually is a double pop, so that was a plus, and the leg went back in and held fine, and it looks great. So overall, I'm happy so far, and we got one more to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw on this one. If you did, please, like always, leave that giant thumbs up, subscribe, tickle that bell so you're notified when I post future videos. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we will see you in the next one. She's going to say it for you. Peace!